I want to do this whole section on atheism because I don't want people getting the impression I'm an atheist. I'm not a traditional Christian. I'm an esoteric Christian. I'm a person who understands natural law and who understands occultism. But I'm certainly no atheist. I think atheism is a deplorable ideology. I think it's a childish ideology. I think it's an ideology that says, my mind, is all there is in the universe. There's nothing higher than that. This is all there is. Life is one and done. Forget consciousness. Forget, this being a realm of growth and experience and spiritual learning. No, it's just lights out and eternal blackness. Well, you're free to believe that, certainly, as foolish as I think the belief is, but I don't think that's going to really be any kind of an incentive to improve anything, least of all yourself. Certainly not the human condition. In general, to be an atheist means that one believes that there is no God, creator, or higher power. Atheists discount the existence of the spiritual domain. They believe that the universe is only governed by physical laws, which came from nothing for no reason or purpose. They believe that there are no spiritual laws which govern behavior. They believe the universe is essentially a random, chaotic place, so it is up to man himself to impose order upon each other and dominion over nature. Atheists take on the materialistic and existential worldview that the physical world is all there is, and there is no consciousness beyond our life on earth. Yet, folks, and this is why I call them the statheists, because they are statists almost invariably. I can't take credit for that. My drummer Dan actually came up with that. So I'll credit him there. At least that's who I heard it first from. I don't know if he made it up. But if he did, that's awesome. Almost all atheists are religionists. See, just because they don't accept a higher power or a God, do not think they do not have a religion. Because atheists have a religion, my friends. And that religion is called government. Almost every atheist I know devoutly believes in this religion. They pray at the altar of government, the most dangerous religion on the face of the earth, because it is firmly rooted in coercion and violence. They also pray at the altar of scientism, not true science. They pray at scientism's altar. This is the form of state-funded, quote-unquote, science, whose decrees they accept and believe in with religious fervor. So yeah, atheists do have their religions. It's called government and science, scientism. Make no mistake about it, the atheist mindset is the death of care. In this worldview, there is little incentive to improve consciousness or morality, and no incentive whatsoever to end the human slavery called government. Atheism is and always has been the pathway to spiritual death, which is why governments and the ruling class love atheism. They love it when this ideology infects the minds of the masses. This is also the reason why atheists were, are, and always probably will be banned from being students at any and every mystery tradition school ever upon the face of the earth. And you could probably say, except this one. I'll try to teach an atheist, but not with much hope. I won't really give him too much time. I'll be like, I'll explain to you what I have come to understand, but, you want to go on this, tirade about man's the highest power in creation. It's just like, that kind of foolishness, the old saying, you play silly games, you win silly prizes. Well, you're winning some silly prizes with that mentality because the earth is headed into total tyranny and slavery. And it's based on these erroneous ideologies of religion, money, atheism, scientism, etc. The belief in government and authority. These are all religions. So I say, God save us from the statheists. The mystery tradition schools viewed atheists as completely incapable of learning the truth of natural law and how it works. Atheists do not accept that they are subject to universal spiritual laws because they deny the very existence of the creator of those laws. Atheists believe that man is the highest power in creation, which is why they have been considered unteachable by every esoteric philosophical school of thought in human history, including the Commission mystery schools, including Freemasonry, including Rosicrucianism, including the schools at Delphi, the ancient Greek mystery traditions at Delphi and Eleusis. Every one of the mystery traditions nullified atheists in their ranks. And they said, come back when you accept that a higher power than man exists. And that's still done today in the Masonic lodges and Rosicrucian lodges. Atheist anarchists, quote unquote, often use the slogan, no gods, no masters. You see this big in the punk rock scene especially. Believe me, I know, because I hang out in that scene a lot. And, there's a ton of atheists in it. There's a ton of stateists in it, rabid statists, rabid leftists, rabid communists. And let me tell you what another thing there is in that scene. Nihilists. Nihilism is just rampant in the heavy music scene in general, of any kind of extreme or heavy music. Just people who say, humanity's fucked, don't care about anything. We feel sorry for the people who do care about anything, they'll say. I'm like, you don't understand. I don't care creates a prison for all of us. That's the exact dynamic that's going to put you in a prison. And I don't mean a physical prison. I mean a spiritual prison and a prison of tyranny on earth. They use this phrase, no gods, no masters, implying that the natural law of morality does not exist. Without an understanding that a higher power than mankind does exist, and without an understanding of the consequences of natural law, a proper understanding of true morality can never be truly achieved. Atheists and others who dwell in such deep spiritual ignorance will inevitably lead the world only toward more chaos. The phrase shouldn't be no gods, no masters, folks. The proper saying of what anarchy really is no masters, no slaves. That's what anarchy is.